Everyone, this is Armored, and I'm gonna be doing a review of the event that is called Jungle Crisis. Here you can see we are up in a very bad or rather terrible situation right now. So do not mind that. We had actually built up to medium hidden bunker, and eventually the team on our left, AAGL, they built across this particular point and then onto our forward outpost. And after that, they eventually were able to box us in. We are definitely outmatched. As you can see, we are from region 900, and the teams that we are going up against are like Team SAS from region 517, very old regions. 96, 422, 240, 347. So the oldest region here is 675. And now we have only had 30 active people, and if I go by the total registration, we only had 44 people who had registered. So I'm not sure how the matchmaking is actually working, because if you go to our tech tree, we are still building it up, right? We are quite far from getting our warfare tree completed. Then if we go for territory, we are definitely outmatched. Right here you can see we are still building it up, and I'm not going to talk about development tree. We are lacking a lot in that particular area as well, right? So the focus is on warfare technology so that we get decent stats. But yeah, whatever is the reason, we are here and we have actually tried fighting. I'm not gonna brag, but yeah, if you go to war meets war, we have three players in the top 10 doing pretty decent against so many maxed out whales in team SAS. You have like Mr. Tails from Crypt here as well, right? So one of the strongest players in the game is right here with 3 billion kill points. Now you can very well imagine the situation we find ourselves in. If we talk about this particular event, which is Jungle Crisis, it is pretty simple. It is more like a board game, so you're just gonna simply press capture and you will use 10,000 cement or whatever you want to call it, right? And this will eventually take 3 minutes to build up. So this is how you capture the plots. You can capture any plot on the map, and the next thing you want to do is capture the small hidden bunkers near to your location. And after that you want to build to the forward outpost. Every side has one of those, and then you want to build up to the medium bunkers. From the medium bunkers you will eventually end up on the satellite forward outpost, and from there on there is the forward outpost 3 and eventually the battle camp, and you reach the middle large hidden bunker. So quite easy, right? So definitely this is not easy because you are very much limited by stamina. Like even every single move, it consumes stamina. You wanna build up, you will move, you will use stamina. You wanna go back, you will use stamina. So it is better to actually use your like movement in a way. Let's say I move here, right here, and I stay here. So whoever comes out, he's gonna get hit by my squads, and definitely I cannot do that right now because my hospital is actually maxed out, and this has limited my movement. And apart from that, my stamina was eventually drained to the bottom of the sea, where I was able to find these strong alliances. And eventually, on the bottom of the sea, there was a lot of trash. And what a surprise, I found IGG there as well, sitting on a pile of shit, rather eating shit, right? So, here is how these alliances are actually going to war. So, this squad is going to move from this particular location to this one, and he's definitely gonna destroy him. This guy is quite strong. 270 million might on this Ruska guy. So you see, he he beat the ass of both the squads, and here they are running back to their kitchen or probably laundry area to dry and wash their clothes because this guy has made them all dirty. So now they are gonna build up towards their side of the map, it seems. So yeah, now what is on the map? So you have 8 teams, and if we divide the 8 teams, so you have 3 teams on the top side, 3 teams on the right, 3 on the left, and one 3 on the bottom, but it is 8, right? So nothing is in the middle, right? So this is how they have balanced it out. any team that is starting from the center. I feel like these teams are, if they are strong enough, they are at an advantage, and if they are weak, they cannot do shit, to be really, really honest, right? And this is about the Jungle Crisis. I actually like this event. The reason is that if you go to the Jungle Crisis, the rewards are pretty good. So if you go for the ranking rewards are pretty decent, even for Fearless, I would say. And if you go for the Trash to Trier, you have a very decent amount of rewards that you can actually get. You can get the honing chips, you can get the high carbon steel 240, and apart from that, you are also able to get blue parts material. 60 of those are available as well. So yeah, a decent chunk of rewards, honestly. And then you can, how you can actually get them is, for example, this is waste inventory, and you can simply press exchange, and then I'm able to get it, right? So this is one of the way, and I'm going to exchange some of this even more. So this makes me get the 500 like 500 hour speed ups, right, on the healing part. And again, what I can do is exchange these useless high carbon, sorry, not high carbon, the steel and the fabrics, and then I'm left with the 230 of those. So for the bramble coins, what you want to do is fight a lot, and from the bramble coins, of course, you can get from the packs as well, and then you can get from the rewards as well, right? Here you can see the bramble coins, something like those, right? So a lot of options are there, and then of course you are getting similar to, was it in Island Raid? Yeah, I think it was in Island Raid, and then you get the first aid kits through which you are able to get back your troops 50,000 at a time, which is pretty decent. And then I'm going to move once more and capture. So how you can build, like I'm running out of material, so 8,000, what you want to do is move to some of these plots. You want to capture them or like farm them like normal nodes that you do, scavenge, and then you will get 10,000. But this is not recommended. What I do actually recommend is for people to go for the level 2 nodes, because the maximum capacity that you can actually carry is 30,000. So this is what I will recommend to everyone as well. So yeah, this is my review. This is a very, very slow game mode, in all honesty. Last time I was playing with HNB, that was like a player to play with them. We were up against Team VIP. We did an amazing job on that island. Like VIP was, holy shit, so strong. They had Mr. Farmer, Miss Vanilla, another Squirtle guy. Like those three were like monster. 500 plus million might, and those, and they were like creating a lot of trouble on the map. I believe this is about it. Do you like the Jungle Crisis? I know a lot of you do not like this, but for me personally, I think this is a slow game mode. Gives a lot of options to some of the smaller players like me to compete with incredibly strong player. You can use a lot of strategies in here as well. For example, we are getting helipadded here, and in the morning we had actually built up to this point here, and you can see a lot of chess pieces actually, or the pawns moving across the map, trying to take out some of the players from PHRU. Like for example, if he's sitting here, he has to move to this point, or for example, he's sitting here or he reached this point for the capture. So even for capture, he's using stamina. But if he has to move from this particular point and go to Mr. Alco Rider, and then he has to consume another stamina point. So stamina is very, very precious in this game. Be very mindful of making like any kind of move. You have to be very meticulous. Do not use a lot of stamina. It will cause you a lot of problems, right? In the long term. Here, even I had actually marked this as please use your stamina wisely. So this is about it. We are trying to get back our small hidden bunkers, trying to regain some of our dignity. But yeah, the members that I have mostly are very, very small players, right? Like 99 million, 95 million. Most of them are very new players, right? Look at his ID. He's one of the most active player in my team, but his ID is only 2060. If I go by this guy is also 2060. So a lot of indigenous players in my team. very active individuals, very like active in the team as well, and like they have a lot of decent strategies as well. Initially we were like making them waste a lot of stamina by sending out single troop squads for capturing this location. We had a cluster here actually, and this was a very decent strategy I want to share with all of you guys. For example, if you go up against a very strong enemy, this is how you can make them lose stamina, because stamina is very limited. Very, very important aspect of this game is stamina. 10 minutes to recover. And if I want to get it fully recovered, it takes more than a day. Holy shit. So this means I have to be very, very careful actually in any kind of activity that I have to do, right? So this is the time for me to collect some cement, and most of these guys are actually going out. And at this particular moment, I do think a lot of raids are gonna come across. A lot of talk has been done by me. So here you see these guys are now moving across. I'm gonna go spank his ass, make him pay for it, right? So thank you for watching. Have a great day. And what are your thoughts about this amazing new game mode, which everybody actually hates, but Armored Guy actually likes it, right? So yeah, thank you for watching once again, and